All right, so I've been in the military for a little bit over a year now, so let me share with you 3 things that I would do differently if I could start my military process all over again, starting from boot camp, okay? So point number 1, I want you to understand, okay, boot camp is the only place where you can get advanced in rank 2 times within 2 months period. Nowhere else in the military you're going to get that, okay? So I want you to take full advantage of that as much as you can. If you want to know more about the rank advancement process, how the promotion works, link in the description down below to my video where I explain about that subject, okay? So I came in as E1. I could have potentially gotten out as E3, but certain things didn't align for me. I was unlucky, and I still remained as E1, which nothing wrong with that. I don't really mind being an E1, starting out as E1, but I'm going to be explaining later on how that affects the overall picture, okay? So let's say I did get out as E3, which point number 2 comes in. Let's say I did get out as E3, okay? If I went to A school and I got the AAP, Advanced Academic Performance or Program, whatever it was called, which link into the description down below of my other video where I explain about that, which is basically in summary in here. If you are the top of your class, #1 in grades, okay, and also in performance, when you get to your ultimate command, you know, when you get to your ship and all that kind of stuff, shore duty or sea duty, you can submit your paperwork and you could potentially be promoted to E4. So there are people that I know within 5 months that got promoted to E4. And how that affects the big picture. For me, I got a boot camp as E1, right? So from E1 to E2, it's 9 months that you have to wait. From E2 to E3, you have to wait another 9 months. From E3 to E4, you have to wait 6 months. So something that you could have accomplished within 5 months, okay? In boot camp, if everything worked out for you. Now I'm taking the long road of doing it in how many months is that? 9, 9, 3, 3, that's 2 years, right? Something that I'm going to do in 2 years, I could have done in 5 months. So you can kind of see how that affects the overall picture, right? So that's where point number 3 comes in. Let's say, you know, I was still at E3, or maybe I got the AAP and I became E4. It's sweaty. I'm hot, by the way. When you are starting your military career, being in, you know, the ship and stuff like that, get as much as qualifications as you can. When you're in the military, in the Navy specifically, there's a lot of qualifications that you can get. So you're going to know more about it. It's hard for me to explain to you because, you know, you don't really understand the whole Navy process because you're not in it, right? So there's a lot of different qualifications that translate into the civilian world. So for example, I'm a logistics specialist. So there are some logistics specialists that had training, that had qualifications in dealing with hazardous material, for example, nuclear stuff. So the benefit of that, okay, to these guys that I know who have that training, who have those qualifications, is when they get out of the military, they can get a civilian job. And civilian job, they're offering military personnel these jobs. They want military personnel because they have the training, they have the qualifications to deal with these hazardous material, and they get paid. You know, one of my friends was telling me the starting salary was $60,000 a year. So that's pretty good, right? So those are the 3 things that I would do differently if I could start my military process all over again, which, you know, I could start working on the process now, which I am, right, getting the qualifications, stuff like that. But I wish I knew more about it sooner, right? Now, not a lot of people told me. So when you go to your ultimate command, ask around, ask the chiefs, first classes, senior chiefs, and master chief, how you can get these qualifications as fast as you can. All right, so it's hot. I'm going to go to sleep now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Navy day.